Our reporter Ayanda Mhlongo now joins us live from the conference. Ayanda, thanks for joining us once again. Just what is happening at the moment, are elections anytime soon? I think that's what everybody must be waiting for now.
Absolutely. This was what this conference has been about. Delegates here have been eagerly awaiting for this moment where they'll be able to now cast their vote and elect the 5 leaders, firstly, that will lead the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Later on, we're also going to have the nominations for the additional members. But as you're saying, will be yes, in just a few moments, that election is going to take place. The members of the media have been asked to leave the main hall where the election is going to take place, and we understand that we should be getting those results later this evening. Obviously, what is most important about this day also that the delegates have been eagerly awaiting for was that address by President Jacob Zuma, and the president very firm on what he was saying, speaking for over an hour. He had a lot to say to the delegates, emphasizing a lot of issues, particularly I think what is most important, and I think also in relation to this build up to this conference having really been a battle for leadership, was when he touched on issues of contestation. The president saying that they are normal in the ANC. We've heard that also being said by the ANC chairperson as well as the provincial leadership. The president again reiterating that contestations in the ANC should not turn into war. They are not a battle. They are normal processes that are allowed and are followed in the ANC. He said that obviously with regards and with the battle that is now on for these positions, he was talking about the interests, saying that people's interests are no longer for the organization, reminding the members of the ANC, the delegates, that the ANC, that no one is bigger than the ANC. The president said that also very importantly, with regards to the results or the outcome of this election, urging members of the ANC to accept the results, saying that I'll just try to look and quote, as I said, they must accept whatever the outcome and that it must end the tensions in the province. The president, as I'm saying, very, very firm, and he's saying that people who will not accept the outcome will be politically immature. A lot, as I said, the president said, but I think most importantly and very crucial, and we also heard a lot of claps, a lot of cheers from the delegates when the president touched on that particular issue. But again, then moving from then, as I said, the election should be taking place later on this evening. We will be at least have some of those results coming through, and I said the delegates have really been waiting for this moment where they'll be able to cast their votes and elect the new leaders of the ANC.
And Ayanda, talking of contestation, the position, the #1 position in the province of provincial chairperson, do we know who have been nominated and which way the vote might go?
The 2 candidates for the position of the chairperson is, well, the now former, since the PC has been dissolved, it is the former Secretary Sihle Zegalala was vying for that position against the former chairperson, Senzo Mchunu. At the moment, you know, we cannot say. The delegates have been very tight-lipped. In fact, the ANC leaders have urged members of the media not to interact with the delegates on around issues pertaining to the election. We only hearing rumors that cannot be confirmed. We will have to wait and see what the results of that election are. And the president obviously just on that issue talking about the majority rule, that if the majority are the ones who will vote for a particular candidate, a particular leader, then the rest of the members of the ANC need to accept that, because the majority rule is critical in the ANC.
We also understand that earlier there were some tensions surrounding the verification process for the delegates who will vote for the candidates. Now, has that been resolved, and can we expect a smooth election?
Yes, so that has been resolved. In fact, the election of the leaders was supposed to have taken place last night. It was delayed because of that very issue, the verification. There were allegations that there was some manipulation of numbers, and what the ANC leaders then decided to do was do a head count. The delegates, who understand, were asked to leave the hall and were counted individually, as the branches had to submit the numbers that they had, and then they had to count individually. So that is why the process actually took much longer than had been expected. Once that process was done, the nominations, obviously that process of nominations took place, but that has all been resolved and sorted out, and as a result, that is why the delegates now are going to be able to continue with that process of electing their new leaders.
Well, indeed, quite an interesting time for the party and, of course, the people of KwaZulu-Natal there. But thank you so much. We will be hoping to hear from you as soon as you have the results of the ANC Provincial Conference in KwaZulu-Natal. That was our reporter there, Ayanda Mhlongo, speaking to us live from Pietermaritzburg.